Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, presenting the all-new, brand new, fantastic idea with my partner here in crime. His name is ShadyPenguinn.
What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, and I'm pumped to be here. aDrive has a fantastic idea for not a versus, but a playthrough, a co-op. You could call it a co-op, but there's going to be some bad blood mixed in. In fact, I'm going to let him take away and explain exactly what a CageLocke is.
So we're bringing you a brand new idea, guys. It is called a CageLocke, and it's kind of a mix of a Nuzlocke playthrough, but it's also kind of combining some versus aspects as well. So kind of just running through some of the rules. You've got the standard Nuzlocke rules going on here. So obviously you catch the first Pokemon you encounter on every route. If your Pokemon faints, then you actually have to release it at that point in time. And of course you want to nickname all your Pokemon to make sure they're perfect companions for you. Now, I do want to emphasize that this is actually not a race. It's pretty much we're going to play at the exact same pace, but there's a very nice twist thrown in, as Shady mentioned. So after each gym battle, guys, we're going to be facing off in a cage match. We're going to send one of the Pokemon on our team, one of our 6 Pokemon, into the cage match in a 1v1 matchup. The winner takes all. The loser gets released, and that is it for that Pokemon in the CageLocke. In the Nuzlocke. So it kind of adds a whole new dimension to this playthrough. It's going to basically force people to pick strategically into which Pokemon they're going to send into the cage match, first of all. And then there are some rewards for winning the cage match, which is quite fancy as well. So just to kind of touch on those as well, we have 3 different rewards, and you get to pick one of those 3 for each CageLocke you win. You can only send in the Pokemon twice, though, just so you don't have any, over dominance of one particular Pokemon. But those options are, you can actually get TM usage. So if your Pokemon wins a cage match, you can actually choose to give that Pokemon TMs to learn. Otherwise, they're not allowed to use any TMs in the playthrough. You give them held item usage, so it could be any held item if you want them to hold, a Mega Stone or whatever it is. The Mega Stones can also be imported into the game, assuming they're from X and Y. Or you actually get 1 free revival throughout the gameplay, as long as they did not faint in the cage match. Take it away.
I'm excited because, as he said, it's going to be really different because you can't use TMs unless you win a cage match with that Pokemon. So if I get, hypothetically, if my starter was a Froakie, I can't use any TMs on it until it earns a victory, which is really, really cool. And I know the revive rule is going to be sort of a little head buddy with some of you guys because it's a Nuzlocke, but it's a CageLocke, so it's completely different. It's gonna be really, really crazy. I haven't played through X and Y in such a long time. We couldn't even remember when the painting scene happened when we were starting recording. No idea if it was right when you hit new game or whatever, but it's gonna be intense. And in order to help that, you guys may be wondering why this isn't a choose your starter episode. You'd see it in the title normally, but we want the CageLocke to be somewhat balanced. So we will be kind of coordinating our starters because you guys know you get a Kanto starter as well in this game, but that's getting a little ahead of ourselves. We have coordinated our starters in order to make the CageLocke pretty fair, and I really love the addition of only being able to send a Pokemon in twice. That way there's no kind of like oversaturation, overusage, as aDrive put it.
Especially after you get the held items and stuff, because if you end up getting your Mega Stone, you have the ability to activate your Mega Stone. It could present some issues because if you're sending out a Mega Charizard, it's gonna be hard for any other Pokemon to kind of take them down, especially in this setting. So another thing too to just kind of point out is the fact that your Pokemon will get set to level 50, so they're on an even playing field. So it doesn't matter if you want to send in one of your higher level Pokemon or your lower level Pokemon, but it should add an interesting dynamic to this playthrough, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Something else to point out really quick is with TM usage, that Pokemon earns the right to use TMs, not just a single TM, I'm assuming.
Correct. Any TM you want to use, it's all yours. You just have to win a CageLocke and choose that as your prize.
There it is. So this is gonna be intense. As you guys can tell, we're not gonna be. It's in a versus. You don't read the game text that much. So we're gonna kind of be running with that, even though this is not a versus. As aDrive said, it's a kind of playing alongside co-op type deal going on. But I'm just excited to get my Pokemon. I actually forgot how much I love this game. As far as
I gotta ask, do you want to go battle style switch or set?
Oh my gosh.
I was thinking set for a little bit of a challenge, right, but
I'm down. I mean, I'm the guy that if you say, do you want to make it harder? I say, sure, what's the worst that can happen? So,
I know, right? In before 2 episodes. This is gonna be a lot of fun though. So we've kind of coordinated our starters like we said, and we've coordinated a few of the Pokemon like you mentioned before. just to kind of make things as fair as possible. Obviously, there's the starter triangle, so one person's going to be at a disadvantage to at least start, but there's a lot of Pokemon you catch before the first badge. There's a lot of routes, so you should be able to get a team of, 4 or 5 Pokemon before you even get to your first badge and before that first cage match. So there's going to be some diversity, and that's one of the reasons I think that this game fits so well into this playthrough, is that 1, it has the introduction of Mega Stones, 2, it allows for battles online, and 3, in my opinion, the diversity of Pokemon that you can catch early on in the game is quite nice. So there's a lot of cool Pokemon to catch. I mean, you get even dragons by the time you before your second badge. So there's some really cool Pokemon to capture in this game, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is definitely the best option you can do for a CageLocke. There are ways with older games to connect through through the computer, through the internet, or whatever, so you can make sure you have those battles. But honestly, this is just it's. Plus, I haven't played X or Y in such a long time. I'm excited that we're doing it on this generation. Look at this Rhyhorn. Let's get over here.
You're gonna ride the Rhyhorn?
I wish they would let me jump on already. I don't understand. We gotta wait till Mom comes out. And...
I think you can jump on it later.
Yeah, you jump on it later, and then it just jumps around a little bit and walks away. Look at my gosh.
I love this game, man. The aesthetics in this game are absolutely mind blowing, and I always say this. Overpass is beautiful, but this game particularly, to me, it was like my dream, one of my dreams come true of like Pokemon being taken to the next level from Black and White 2. And this game, in my opinion, kind of blows a lot of the other Pokemon games out of the water. It's been a blast.
I agree completely. It's funny because like I was so excited for Oris, and I play Oris every single day, but just looking at this game now, I don't know why I still think it's better looking than Oris.
Yeah, in some ways, and I think that the routes are designed and the camera angles are designed in a way that's very, again, aesthetically pleasing. It's just a fun game, and it looks absolutely beautiful. The colors are great. It's really fun. I think it's such a magnificent game in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know, because then I'm thinking now about all the stuff they did change in Oris. Oh, what am I gonna be called? Oh shoot, hold on, Lil S, Big S. I usually always just put my name.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put Dan.
I'm just gonna put I want to put something ridiculous. Oh, I know what I'm gonna put.
They always suggest to call me Big D. When I do my name is Dan instead of aDrive. That's always a fun one.
I mean, I wonder why. Cage. I want them to call me the Cage Master.
The Cage Master.
Because this is CageLocke.
This man.
I'm going in early.
Oh my goodness.
Full confidence.
Oh my god.
I want to be that's it. Cage Master fits me perfectly. Yeah, it does.
Already declaring himself as the Cage Master before we even have our first cage match. This is gonna be intense.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Boy, so now the starter choosing. So I don't know if you want to announce your starter, but you go for it and tell me why you decided to pick this Pokemon.
All right, so I ended up choosing gosh darn Chespin, because I feel like I've never chosen Chespin before. Now in a CageLocke, it might not be the best idea because I think it's the only starter out of these that has a 4x weakness. I understand that. But look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. I've used Fennekin, I've used Froakie before. We're going Chespin.
Not bad. I went with Fennekin. I've never used Fennekin, which kind of played into my decision. And, I feel it's a good Pokemon, at least early game, so I won't have too many issues. And it gives me a little bit of a type advantage to start. So I know Shady's a pretty good competitive battler here, so we're gonna have to be a little bit careful. So I got Foxtrot the Fennekin, and I'm ready to rock.
I got Alvin. I think that's how you spell Alvin from
Yeah, that looks good to me.
Chipmunks. That looks right. Thankfully, I got a male one because I was already set on that nickname.
Yeah. So I'm going with Foxtrot. It's a male Fennekin. It's gonna turn into Harry Potter in a few episodes, hopefully, and it'll be a lot of fun. Yes.
Foxtrot is a great nickname. I love it. Oh, this little nerd. I love it. His hair is so bowl-shaped. He's got like the pre-Bieber going on. I love it.
He's doing work, man. He's doing work. What's his name? It's not Tierno. It's
No, you have Tierno, my girlfriend, brown hair. I don't know what Orange Boy is. I don't know. I'm just gonna call him Orange Boy. He'll say his name soon enough. What is your name? I can't remember. We missed it. Oh, wait. Trev. Yeah, it's Trev. Is it Trev?
Is it Trev? I love how you get the professor letter to go hit on your mom now.
I know, right? Like he's like
a 25-year-old professor, and he's just like, yeah, let me just go try to pick up this guy's mom.
I saw this last night. I saw this hilarious video. What if Batman was in the Pokemon universe? Definitely go look it up, guys. It's hilarious. And it's like it uses GBA sprites or whatever, but it's so funny because like Batman he's actually Zubatman, and he ends up talking about what it feels like to have parents. And like the Pokemon main protagonists are like, wait, parents? We've only ever had one mom. What's a dad like? And it just goes off because it's so funny how like you only have a dad? What you have a dad in 3rd gen?
Yeah, you have Norman, and then I don't know if any of the games you actually get a father.
I don't think you do. I mean, you obviously at some point have a father, and there's all that lore about wondering who Ash's father is, but realistically, I don't know.
I'm gonna check out my foxtrot here and see what I'm working with. I don't know if I can see. Can I see its nature yet? I don't think so, actually.
Yeah, I think you got to do it outside of battle.
All right, well, it's not shiny, so Shiny King does not prevail here.
The shiny hunter was just hoping. I think that would have been ridiculous.
I was praying, man. I secretly, deep down, I was hoping that some way, magically, I could find a shiny Fennekin, but no such luck on this one.
Oh my goodness.
We'll have to restart the episode, Shady.
Yeah, we should have just turned this into a shiny hunting lock and just sat there.
Imagine. Oh my god.
I think that's
I'm gonna find a shiny in
live.
this playthrough. Mark my words, man. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen.
If you find a shiny in this episode, I mean, in this series at all, I mean, it's still, I don't know.
That would be epic.
All right, so we got that first petty battle out of the way with, gosh darn, not Serena. What is your name? I don't like this girl.
I just beat a Chespin. I don't know if that's a sign of things to come. I just want to point that out, though.
Oh, gosh, you're right.
I did just defeat a Chespin, and I think its name was Alvin, so
yeah.
We'll see.
Okay, let's go deliver this love letter to Mom at this point, because she needs to figure out who her true love is. I don't know where Dad is. Why? I can't understand. I want to know what the reason is why they never give you a father.
I don't know, but we got a pretty nice house, so she's either collecting some sort of alimony or something, child support, something like that.
I mean, I just thought she was a master Rhyhorn racer. I mean, all right. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
That's true. She could be a master. Yeah, exactly. She's just she's too busy racing Rhyhorns to have time for a man.
Yeah, she doesn't. She's an independent white woman. She don't need no man.
Evidently, but she's got this like little fletchling flying around her house.
Yeah, she enjoys the company. Maybe what if? No, we're not. I was thinking Harry Potter. What if the father got turned into a fletchling? I don't really. We're not going into that. That's nonsense.
That's a bit off the beat.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, so I just picked up my town map. Now I know exactly where to go. Do I know how to use the town map? Yes.
I have no idea how to use the town map. I've never used it once. Oh, it has the X. Oh, come on. It has no as the default. That's such garbo. Ah, Mom, just shut up and make me a sandwich.
I'm gonna ride this Rhyhorn. That's my goal of this playthrough.
See, that was such another cool thing they did in X and Y was the ability of. I mean, it was such like, obviously in short.
All the little things.
Yeah,
it was just riding the Rhyhorn. It was getting on the Skidoo or whatever.
Getting on the was it a Mammoth Swine or Pillow-Swine? I think it was a Mammoth Swine.
Oh my god, like he legit walks around on.
You
this
mount it. Come on.
That's intense. I don't know how fast Rhyhorns really are in a race. It's interesting that they choose those to race as opposed to, I don't know, like a Tauros.
Yeah, I would think Tauros would be a bit faster. I don't know why I'm getting on this thing. Come on, get off, man. You're having a good time.
So I do have to bring up this point too, as we're gonna be closing in, or I'm closing in on that first route and that first encounter. The first encounter is actually automatic. It's always the same Pokemon. It's always a Pidgey. So I'm thinking we should go for our second encounter on the first route.
Yeah, definitely. It's not a true Nuzlocke encounter if it's static. If it's a static encounter, that makes no sense.
I'm pretty sure it's always a Pidgey, so we'll switch it up. I'm actually gonna see if I can grab some Pokeballs going into this here. I know they give you some, but
yeah, I can't remember if they let you buy them prior. And you guys know a Nuzlocke does not start until we get Pokeballs, but I'm pretty sure you get them before you even do anything at all. Hey, Pokemon trainer, if you're set. Okay, we know about Tall Grass, Hiker Man. I never understood why these strangers have nothing better to do than stand around and talk to you about what happens. Oh, you can buy Pokeballs. Shoot, I'm going to buy them.
Yeah, I just picked up 10 Pokeballs, got my Premier Ball because always need a Premier Ball. You're not doing it right if you don't have a Premier Ball.
You're definitely correct about that. 100%.
Let's talk to me, Hiker.
No, don't quit. Oh my goodness, game. Come on now. And as you guys, I mean, you guys have noticed by now, I'm sure. I don't know what aDrive's background is. He's got a fancy green screen going on. I got boxes in the background. I wanted to address it. You guys know that I'm moving, so just forgive me for the clutter. What are you just checking out the scenery over there?
Yeah, look at the camera angles, man. They're beautiful.
Yeah, it is pretty dope.
So the second step you take is always a Pidgey.
Yeah, so let's
right in the middle. But I have Pokeballs just in case. I'm not gonna catch a Pidgey.
I don't want to Pidgey. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, if I could import a Pidgey out, I'd be down, but.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't. We're gonna just be stuck with the Mega Stones in this game, but that is the nice part. We will be able to import the Mega Stones, so if you do happen to catch a Pokemon that does Mega Evolve, you don't have to wait till the very end of the game to get the Mega Stone. If you win the cage match, you can import that item for it. So that'll give us a little bit more diversity in terms of the Megas we can use throughout the playthrough. Otherwise, you're limited to just a handful. It's not too many, so.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely worth it. I know that's another thing people are gonna be like, well, you can't import. Well, it's part of the lock rules. I always encourage people to sit down with their friends can try to do whatever new lock comes out as well, because that's the whole point of Pokemon, is to have fun. So, oh, this Fletchling is going to try to take this bunny down. Yo, I wouldn't mind a Bunnelby. I would not mind a Bunnelby.
It's good because it's fast, and the ground typing is nice, but unfortunately you're not going to get pure power.
Yeah.
So its attack stat is pretty abysmal,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
it's still a cool Pokemon. I like Diggersby, so I respect that. I would say if I could pick my first Pokemon, if I could pick my encounter, I wouldn't mind getting something like Spupa would be nice, or whatever, Scatterbug maybe,
Scatterbug.
to get that powerful Vivillon.
Can we talk, hold on, really quick. Can we talk about how rich Serena is? She already has 50 Pokeballs.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe her parents are like rolling the dough.
I think so. I mean, that looks like a high class skirt too. So you know what? It makes sense. It makes sense. At least we're going after the rich girl in this game. That's fine. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. Shauna,
She gives
that's
us
her
Pokeballs,
name.
so she just hooks us up. Maybe she was given the Pokeballs to hand out to trainers like us, who are a little bit new.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense because she just handed us some Pokeballs.
And I don't know if she's related to Professor Sycamore at all, but if she is, then that explains it. So I'm ready to get my first encounter here.
All right, do it up. I'm right behind you.
I want to check out my Fennekin. I want to check out my Foxtrot here.
True.
See what I'm working with. Let's see what we got here.
What do we
Looks
have?
like I got a neutral nature.
Same. I think you're. Do you have to get
We
neutral?
both got quirky.
Yeah, we're both
That's
quirky, so
funny.
I'm pretty sure. I'm very finicky. Well, that sounds like that should be your description for Fennekin. Finicky Fennekin.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty nice. I'm actually scattering things often, so
Wow. Just throwing things left and right. All right, I'm getting this encounter.
let's see what we got here.
I'm going to the second
I'm
pass.
excited.
Ugh, come on.
Ooh, I got the
Are you
Scatterbug I
kidding
wanted.
me?
Let's go.
Just what you wanted. And I got a Wii. Are you?
Hey, I like Weedle.
I mean, the good thing is that I'll have a fully evolved Pokemon. But so does Vion evolve? Don't tell me it evolves level 10.
I think it's 12 actually.
Oh my, that's still so. Darn it! It's the advanced bug. I got the. You know what? I got OG. I'm gonna go with it.
You might as well. It could be your first cage bait.
I mean, the thing is that I want to win cage matches. I don't want to just throw them off.
So do I, but
I mean, no, this is Garbo too because you have Fennekin.
sorry.
Oh my gosh! And I used my Premier Ball on my Weedle because that's how much I care about it.
Oh wow.
I really wanted
So
to.
I got the Scatterbug. I caught it. It's only a foot tall, 5.5 pounds, so it's pretty light. And of course, it's known as being the Scatterdust Pokemon. I'm excited to add this little guy to my team. I gotta come up with a good nickname though. I got a female Vivillon.
Ooh, I'm a little bit heavier, but same height. That's interesting. Often found in forests and grasslands. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and homage this as I should to Shino World because he's got that Beedrill. So let's go ahead.
I'm going. So shout out to Shino. I like Shino quite a bit. I'm gonna name my little guy Scatterbrain here.
Scatterbrain. That is a great nickname. Should I go back and heal up?
So I got Scatterbrain.
You know what? I want to catch my next Pokemon first. Battle me.
Oh, good luck with that. That guy's a powerful trainer.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
Don't tell me this.
He's not messing around.
Youngster Austin sends out a Zigzagoon. I'm done. I'm tapping out. I'm folding.
I think he's got like a level 12 Zigzagoon.
No. It can't be 12. It's gonna be like, okay, there we go. That's better. All right. Yeah,
What is it, 5?
I believed you. I haven't played this game so long.
I haven't played it in a while either, so it's nice. That's why that was one of the reasons I thought this was a good game to play too. Is it's old. It's like relatively new still, but I think it's old enough that it'll be fresh.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to see. It'll be nice to see the change of pace.
Definitely.
Here.
I mean, once we start
Man.
getting more into the story, I'm probably gonna read a little bit of the text, just anything that's key to the story. Because right now we're going through the basic Pokemon stuff of get your Pokeballs, get your Pokemon, learn to catch Pokemon.
Get
so
to the
it's still,
forest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to catch my third Pokemon though.
yeah, I'm
And we're
excited.
doing
I
we'll do
want to
no
catch my third
duplicates
Pokemon.
too if you want. No duplicates.
Yeah, no dupes, no dupes.
So,
Species
yeah.
claws and dupes claws are definitely a part of a thing. I wonder if I should go heal up first. No, you know what? Forget it. We're catching this Pokemon.
And just because I know it's gonna happen, I'm gonna throw the shiny claws in there as well. If at any point in time you find a shiny Pokemon, you can catch it.
Yes,
and use it.
absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like that's just gotta be thrown in there, you know.
I feel like if you all right, we're going crazy now. I don't know if this is possible. I was gonna say, if you catch a shiny Pokemon and you send your shiny into the CageLocke and it wins, that should just count as both of its matches and it should get 2 prizes.
All right, we can. Why not?
Just why
It's a bit
not? Just
far-fetched,
because.
but
All right,
why
my
not?
next
All right.
encounter is going to be. Are you?
Ooh.
All right.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
I have a whole team weak to your starter. This is fantastic. I'm excited.
Watch me get a Weedle. Now you're playing on Pokemon X. I'm playing on Pokemon Y. I'm actually getting another Fire type Pokemon.
Are you?
Pansy.
Oh my
So that puts me at a
god.
nice little advantage against all your little insects here.
It really must be nice. Well,
I didn't intend for that to be the case, I promise.
I don't think you could have planned it. I don't think it could have happened if you planned it. Like, that's, I don't... Oh, thank goodness this isn't a versus. I mean, the CageLocke makes it feel like a versus to me, though. Like, it feels like...
It kind of is. It kind of is. And I want to point out one other thing that I didn't bring up earlier is after... So we're going to be facing off, as I almost kill this pants here with a crit. We're going to be facing off every single gym badge right after we beat the gym leader in our one-on-one cage match. But the way this is going to end is at the very, very end of the playthrough. If we both make it through the Elite Four, we're going to pick 6 Pokemon that's left from the Elite Four, whatever's left in our box that's alive, and we're going to do one final match, and the winner there takes all. That person wins the CageLocke. So it will turn into a little bit of a versus towards the end, and I think these cage matches are going to be pretty competitive, and we're going to see what happens once I kind of, you know, beat you the first few.
Wow. Yeah, well, okay, now, you know what? I named myself Cage Master, and the game is just spitting in my face. The game is just like, nah. You already took Scatterbrain.
You got some big bugs. So I got my pants here, and I got to think of a good name. I think I'm going to name it after the chef. I think it's Guy Fieri.
Oh, yeah, I love Guy, dude.
Try.
Fieri.
I'm going to try to spell it. I don't know if there's how to spell it, but
hey, you know what I'm gonna...
this looks like a good guess.
You know what?
Here.
Instead of Joey, I'm going to name you... I was going to name you Phoebe because you're Scatterbrain, because I was thinking of Scatterbrain now. Tribby. I don't know how to spell
I love how this girl Sean is like following me. She's like, I'll heal your Pokemon if you want me to.
Yeah, see, she's
I'll
just
heal you
medical
if you want
supplies
me
and everything.
to.
That can't be how you spell Tribbiani. I gotta look this up. Joey Tribbiani. That is how you spell Tribbiani. Well, there we go.
Not bad. I just guessed with Fieri. I probably spelled it wrong, but that's okay.
No, you're probably right,
sure
dude. I don't know. I don't know how to spell that name. I'll heal your Pokemon whenever you want me to. Thanks, man. Heal me up. All right, so I love how she says, "Want me to heal your Pokemon, Cage Master?" Oh, it's so worth. Let me put Tribbiani out front. I gotta get some experience for you. This is gonna be a pain in the butt.
Yeah. So I just picked up a Paralyzed Heal. That'll be useful. Not.
Oh, hold on. Does Tribbiani have Poison Sting? Can we get some nice... Nope. Just Tackle. I don't know if it's worth.
I'm taking on this guy's his guy's Scatterbug here. So I think actually after we get out of the forest, there's 2 other routes to catch Pokemon. So even though you have a little bit of a fire weakness now, there's a lot of diversity, as I mentioned before, coming in the next coming routes. I think you have Pokemon like Psyduck, and there's the little Litleo guy, Riolu.
Yeah.
Lots of cool Pokemon. So don't get too discouraged, Shady. I know you're probably gonna, have a tough time in these cage matches regardless, but I just want to let you know there's a lot of opportunities to catch some different Pokemon throughout the playthrough.
No,
so.
I think it'll end up being okay. Shino, come on, you got that crit? Was that a crit? That was a crit. All right, let's get out of here because this is not working out well at all. You know what it is? It's just that I feel as though having a lot of one weakness is never a good thing. But when you're going to do cage matches, it's one of those things where
it's even more of a problem.
Yes,
really.
because you can predict what I'm going to bring easily. Well, he's not going to bring one of his 3. Like, you know what I mean? So. Okay, oh, the other thing, I don't know if this is part of the rules. Did I imagine this, that we can't switch Pokemon out of the PC?
Correct. That is another rule, too. Your team of 6, once it gets built, is your team of 6, and you can only start pulling Pokemon from your PC once they faint. Once a Pokemon faints. So that's going to force us to basically use one of our 6 good Pokemon as opposed to just saying, oh, I have this, Caterpie sitting in my PC that I haven't used yet. I'll just send this to the cage match. And we just don't want it to. We want to make sure the cage matches are competitive, and you want to make sure that you're getting something or losing something if things don't go as planned.
Exactly. Oh man.
So it should be interesting. It's like I said, and like you mentioned before, it's a brand new rule set. I was honestly driving in my car one day and I was trying to come up with something a little bit unique, and this is kind of what came to mind. I thought it's very much so inspired by the wrestling cage matches and boxing cage matches and that kind of thing, where you just pin 2 people against each other in a 1v1. And I thought it would be an interesting dynamic to add into a Nuzlocke to kind of bring 2 people together to do a whole playthrough, and also add a little bit of competitive aspect as opposed to just a race. I like the idea behind versus, but I also like changing up just a little bit. I wanted to try something different. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. I like it. I mean, I think verses are really, really cool too when you're just literally racing and just doing what you can to screw with the other person and stuff. But I think it's cool. I think it's definitely cool to have an actual point where you have to face off against that person. Or you?
I don't think there's any other playthroughs that are like that, as far as I know, anyway.
I don't think anyone. Wrong, there was one that I found a long time ago. It wasn't a playthrough, but it was on Facebook and it was a rule set, and it was very similar. Where like you'd verse after every gym. There was a level cap for how high you could go for each gym leader because it was for Gen 1. And you would lose. There was nothing like none of the additional rules. It was basically just you verse each other, and then what they did instead was the two Pokemon. Whoever won got to choose to trade any Pokemon on each other's teams. Oh wow! So I would trade you my Weedle for your Fennekin.
Oh man, I don't want to lose my Fox.
No, yeah. So I mean, but it's not. So it has the aspect of versing each other after each gym leader. But I literally found it was like an image on Facebook. It was so weird. But that was a long time ago when I found that. I was gonna do that with Nips, but then life happened, so we didn't do that. But I'm excited to do this. This is where there's more restrictions, like no TMs, no hold items. We haven't discussed experience share yet, as far as if we'll have it on. I feel like we will. Like we'll coordinate.
Yeah, I thought a lot about it myself, and I was debating, back and forth, and I think it's gonna make sense for us to have it on. I'm a big fan of having it off, but I do think in this case it's gonna make sense to have it on because the idea isn't really to, I don't want to run into a situation where we just spend so much time trying to grind to keep up. And that's what these games tend to do if you don't have the experience share. So the experience share isn't going to cause you to be too over-leveled, especially if you're going to be potentially losing Pokemon throughout the playthrough.
Exactly.
So I think it's pretty fair. And we did turn to set, so we do have set style on. So that should challenge us a little bit too.
Exactly. I think because I don't know about you, but for me, grinding is my least favorite part of an LP. So if having the experience share on means potentially less grinding, I'm down. I'm 100% down. Because it's not like I mean, we are Nuzlocked into the game. Look, this we couldn't even switch out. Fletchling just came in. Oh my gosh, Fletchling bodies my whole team.
It doesn't. I don't think it has any. I think it just has tackle.
Yeah, I think so too.
Point. So you'll be
okay.
Right.
That did way too much. That's an adamant Fletchling.
It's got choice band.
Yeah, choice banded adamant Fletchling. I mean, every single Talonflame. Oh no, they don't all have. Let's calm down. They have some Life Orb. They have some items. It's okay.
I'm just burning all these bugs to the ground here.
Yeah, you're gonna. Oh my gosh. Maybe
the fire type is it. But I will point out that Chespin does get rollout very early on in its level pools, or its move pool. So that's definitely gonna be really advantageous for you.
Yeah, I have that rollout right here. I'm not gonna lie. I already got it on deck. So now that I'm thinking about it,
it won't be so cut and dry for me to just send out my fire type.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that simple. I mean, granted, yours is stab and everything, but still, Chespin's given some sort of like defense, so he's not completely hung out to dry.
Yeah, rollout's a really good move early game, especially if it gets defense curl too. I don't know if Chespin also learns defense curl, but that's huge because it actually gives you that first turn of rollout boost without having to do anything. It'll boost your defenses, and then when you click rollout, it'll be like you're on your second rollout.
Yeah, exactly.
Your first one. So.
Now that's definitely cool. I'm not sure if it gets it. Wow, oh, play nice. I loved all the additional moves they had in X and Y. Like you have play rough, play nice. Like I want to see two Pokemon use that in real life, or two humans use that in real life.
A lot of stuff came from X and Y. I mean, the addition of fairy typing. I mean, it was such a, in my opinion, like a revolutionary game for this series in comparison to Black and White 2, which was a good game. I believe that was the most recent one. X and Y is it kind of changed the game, and I think we're headed right towards Pokemon Z or something similar soon.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they continue the Kalos region before they move on to 7th gen, because
there's still a lot to do. In my opinion, there's still a lot to do. I mean, you have the whole the Lumiose Badlands or the desert area, and there's still locked doors there that have never really been answered. Then you also have things like Volcanion. So
exactly.
We'll see what happens. I think there's some potential there to introduce these games again and kind of bring a new story to life. Maybe with Z or whatever the guy's name, AZ or his Florges pre-evolved form, whatever it's called.
Flabebe or
it's the evolved form of Flabebe.
I can never remember. Oh my gosh, Floette. Got it.
His AZ's Floette, yeah. So I think there's a little bit more potential with that storyline, and we'll see what they do.
Yeah, and plus they never touched on Zygarde much, which makes perfect sense for them to make a Z game.
Precisely, and I do think Zygarde does have some potential to get a little bit more spotlight. So
yeah, now it would be sick.
We shall see. Theory modding right now.
Yeah, no, right. I wonder how far off is the first gym? Like we'll probably be doing the first gym in potentially the second episode, right?
Yeah, I would say that's probably fair. I think, you know, at this point, I don't know how close you are. You're pretty close to getting out of this forest. We can try to get out of the forest. I think there's a few trainers in the way. But yeah, I don't think we're definitely not getting to the gym right now.
Yeah,
so
no, definitely not.
Be a little
I mean, just so you guys know, we want these episodes to be around 30-ish minutes. I know we're creeping up on that timeline really fast, and this Pikachu's giving me such a hard time. Oh my goodness. You've got to be kidding me. I'm sorry if there's any noise in the background right now. Someone's deciding to blend something. This is why I'm moving. I can't wait. Pikachu finally goes down. Thank goodness.
Will it blend? Shady's cell phone.
It's not my cell phone. It's a blender. Oh, Tribbiani learned Stun Spore. It's over. It's over.
Ooh.
It's over.
I think mine actually just did something similar here.
Oh, wow.
You just learned Stun Spore
You're level
as well.
6. Oh, my gosh.
So our Scatterbrains, they're very similar right now in level.
They really are.
I think I'm gonna try to get out of this forest here, and then we'll call it an episode.
Yeah, definitely. I think once you reach the end of the forest, I mean, even if I pick up in the next episode in the middle of the forest, I'm fine with that. I'm just gonna work on Tribbiani. Weedle, I'm sorry, Shino. I'm sorry, but now that I have Scatterbug, I don't know. I don't know how much play Weedle's gonna see.
I think you might be making a mistake, man. Shino puts in the work. He hits pretty hard.
I mean, he does.
Poison typing is very nice. You win a cage match, you get your U-turn on there.
Yeah, oh my... When do you... I don't even remember when you get U-turn in this game. Level 2 Weedle. Come on, Tribbiani. One shot it.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, U-turn actually comes from... oh no, I'm thinking of Oras. I don't even know where you get U-turn.
Yeah, no idea.
I have no idea.
Don't poison me. Don't
I have to
poison
do
me.
some research.
You're at the edge of the forest, aren't you?
I'm getting there.
Oh my goodness. Want me to heal your Pokemon, Dan?
Please, Shady, can you heal my Pokemon?
Shauna and Shady confirmed. Oh my goodness. I hate...
Wow, really? That's the route you're going, man?
I mean, I personally, I'm a fan of Serena. I'm a fan of Serena for multiple reasons. One, I mean, all the men out there have clearly watched Gossip Girl, and Serena Blake Lively is Serena, so case in point. Two, she's blonde, so she makes me think of someone else, Shady Lady, and there you go. So I would never choose Shauna. I'm sorry, Shauna. Even if you have all this medicine to spend on me, can't do it. Can't do it.
That's true. She's like kind of like a pharmacist in a way.
She's kind of like Walter White in a way.
Hooking you up?
Drugs? No, okay. We're good.
Maybe.
Bumblebee is gonna go down, thankfully. Gotta shift topic. Seriously though, have you ever watched Breaking Bad?
I'm gonna do some level grinding while you get out of this forest here. I'll do some training. I gotta get my mons ready for
the gym.
For the first gym leader, Viola.
Viola uses the rock type Pokemon, correct?
Wrong.
Wrong. What? No, she doesn't.
Bug types, baby. Bug types.
She uses bug types?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You better catch something good, Shady.
Well, we have more routes coming in the next episode, right?
You're almost out. I think we can head out. I'm gonna head out of the forest here.
All right, cool.
And
I'm gonna walk through.
not bad. I'm pretty happy with what I got so far. I got Foxtrot. We got Scatterbrains, and I've got Fieri, which is my nice little pants here. So feeling like I got that nice fire type advantage. I got my bug Pokemon that I really wanted, and I'm gonna walk out of the forest with all my friends here.
There we go. I mean, you know what's kind of crazy? Well, we have to do diversity, and we'll when we get to it, we'll get to it with the Kanto starters. But I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, whatever Kanto starter you decide to pick, I'll pick the
weaker one.
Opposite one. Yeah, the weaker one.
Definitely.
So we'll even things out. And that might actually be more advantageous because you're gonna get the potential Mega Evolve there pretty early. So.
No, definitely. I think I know who I'm gonna go with, but I'll save it for that episode. I'm not trying to spoil nothing. What are you gonna do, Serena? Santaloon City's gym. All right, that's where we're headed. But I think we're gonna wrap things up. Wow, she has a mom and dad.
I know, and she's got 10 different trainer tips that everyone should know. In case you need some advice for this CageLocke, you'll have some trainer tips to work off of. Yeah,
I know that I'm gonna need a little bit of advice because brand new to this Pokemon stuff. I just started a couple days ago, and I'm excited. All right, so I think we're gonna wrap the episode up here, correct?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. You can take us out. Go for it, Shady.
All right, so I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, whether you're from the aDrive Army or the Shady people, make sure you go ahead and show some Shady Drive love to the like button down below. We really appreciate it. Now, this episode was on both channels. However, tomorrow, the next episode is going to be up on Dan's channel, aDrive, so make sure you're subscribed. His link is in the description. Follow him on Twitter. You never want to miss a single beat, because a CageLocke can happen at a moment's notice. realistically, not really, because we have to be at the gym, but you never know.
It's gonna be epic. All sorts of stuff's gonna go down, and it's gonna be a test of true skill throughout this entire playthrough. Who will come out on top? Will it be ShadyPenguinn or your homie aDrive? We'll see. Only the cage match will decide.
And that's it. We're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna do my little outro thing because yeah, my OCD says I have to do it. If that's okay.
Go for it.
Have yourselves a good day. But above all else, keep it shady.